Hi, it's Dr. Fox. It's big dang deadly time for the gosh darn big dumb show for the stupid idiot. So let's right. Our train as we crash together.
Okay, time for the show.
It's ding dang deadly time for the gosh darn big dumb show for stupid idiots. So hop on the moron train as we crash loins first into a boiling hot sea of pseudo comedy that makes its own gravy. .com. Broadcasting on Freethink Radio, attempting to, and it seems like we've broken back through. It's Dr. Fox coming to you live from the Hypercube, connecting to you 16 by 9er. Fid Chuli, do you read?
My name is Arliss Michaels. I represent athletes. These are my stories.
And Dr. Cosmac, are you there?
Let me check.
Uh-huh.
Am I here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I am.
All right,
Yep,
well, when we can, we got 10-8 on Cosmac. We're back on the show. Here, we'll even check the stream.
Is that like trucker lingo?
It's
let me
SR
check.
Something.
Yeah, that was us. That was us time warping through. So, welcome back, everybody. Good to have you here on the show. I guess that's gonna be our first song break. So I guess we'll have to find out from the audience. I mean, did you hear all of Fid's story of him puking in the non-binary gendered person's vehicle in which he commissioned a ride and then kidnapped Fid Chuli, forcing him to roll out of a vehicle and vomit upon himself as he rolls along hard Florida pavement after a long night of drinking on a boat with strangers.
That's exactly what happened, and that is the reason why I find myself in the infirmed condition in which I currently reside. And I am, for those playing along at home, I'm operating at 0% tumescence. I am completely flaccid.
Oh.
So it's gonna be a rough one. But I have a blind eye and a viewer mail, and who knows, maybe Dr. Cosmac and Dr. Fox, because they feel so bad for me having to show up and do the show with the sickies, maybe they'll just let me win Is It a Band this week.
Well, there's a good question. Who's going to be the third contestant since a certain unnamed vegetable is not present?
You shouldn't call peas a vegetable.
Hey now, I wasn't calling any names.
I like vegetables. And peas are a fruit. Because they're giant seeds. So you're not on. You're not. I don't even.
They're the ovaries of the plant. The plant's ovaries.
Okay.
That sounds like I'm instead of saying the bee's knees from now on, I'm just gonna say that's the plant's ovaries. Because it means fruit, and fruit is sweet. And I think all you guys are the plant's ovaries.
Oh, barf.
Oh, thank you so much, Fid. That means so much to me.
Disgusting.
You're such a nice guy, Fid.
Save it for the blind eye.
Well, you got any songs for me tonight, Fid?
Yeah, sure.
Get to work.
Well,
where you been?
When the show first started, way back in the Mesozoic era, we used to do the obligatory Zappa once a week, and I kind of got away from that. But I think I'm going to switch it over now to doing a obligatory Crack the Sky song every week. And man, it's hard to type and talk at the same time. But this week...
Especially when all of your bones are broken.
I know, dude. I'm so fucked up. I feel like dog shit. I'm going to be on the cover of Dog Shit magazine this month, so keep a lookout for that. Truly, Chulies.
It's already the middle of the December.
I've already got my issue.
Yeah.
Well, I've never been Mr. December, and I'm trying to hit for the series, Dr.
Beautiful
Fox.
centerfold, Fid. Very tasteful.
Is he covered up?
All right, here we go.
Who else was
So,
featured in Dog Shit magazine?
Well, I deserve it. I deserve it. Especially after I snotted. I tried to blow my nose to blow the puke out and just blew it all over the kitchen counter and walked away unawares.
That sounds delicious.
That was actually the last thing I did before I passed out.
A little
so
head gravy.
It was very joyful and triumphant, much like Lucky Charms cereal. But oh, there you go, Dr. Fox. That's this is a sweet little piece by Crack the Sky called "Robots for Ronnie." Because Ronnie, he can't make any friends for himself, so they've got to build some for him, and it's
Ronnie Reagan?
Yeah, well, leave the interpretation up to you, but yeah, cue that up, Dr. Fox, and I'm gonna go attach some leeches to myself or something.
Did it?
I'm gonna stuff a Xanax down a leech's throat and then stick it to me, and maybe that will improve my condition here.
All right, when we get back, more show. Stay tuned. Oh, yeah, we're back for the song. It's time for the show. I have a bunch of scotch.
Holy.
I've got let's see here. I went,
Flight of Scotch.
well, not just scotch, but like different whiskeys. And I got like this cordial sampler. Here's what I've got. I've got the Woodford Reserve Kentucky Straight Bourbon.
With real wood?
With real wood, the Glenliver single malt Scotch whiskey.
Oh, that'll clean you out.
All right. The Cooper's Air Chicken Basket, Cooper's Craft, and then of course we have Wolfhound Irish whiskey. I'll say that because I know when Pease gets here, he'll tell me how much he loves that one. And then I have a miniature jar. It's a glass mason jar. Let me just... You can hear... Oh, here. I think this is glass, too, so... That's plastic on glass. Are all of these plastic? Here we go. Foley work. Yeah, there we go. So I have this baby mason jar of what is listed as moonshine, which I imagine is basically just...
It's
corn.
chicken grease with racing fuel mixed in.
Well, what is racing fuel but chicken grease?
Yeah, but
That good old white lightning.
if it's a product that's sold in a store, is it really moonshine?
Well, it's
Really?
like moonshine.
Well, what makes it moonshine? I guess is moonshine the illegal part of it, or
I feel that enters into it, yeah.
Only Cosmac could be a snob about something that's made from inbred hillbilly.
Well, it is corn liquor from Gatlinburg.
Close enough, I guess.
It's all moonshine when you get drunk enough.
What am I fooling? I don't drink that crap.
So yeah, I'm not a big drinker, but I've been I needed a drink the past couple of days.
bottle and light the top on fire like an oil derrick.
Okay,
and
let me
it's
see.
moonshine.
What are you drinking, Fid Chuli?
I'm drinking a recovery beer. Some Becks of some hair of the dog. You know, because man, dude, I'm wrecked.
And welcome to the show with the squeaky chair.
It's my favorite time of the week.
But we don't need that spooky music yet.
What the hell's what?
No, because it's a light.
Oh man, that was
Like
a
a quicksand.
frightening thing. That was the automated system that I had made to start playing the Hour of Slack and initiate the live stream on YouTube. I forgot to disable it for Mondays at 10:30. By the way, Time for the Show is now available on YouTube, and you can go to Hypercube TV and you can subscribe to us. And we have a live stream of different Subgenius material for right now that it will reactivate after the show tonight. And then I just uploaded several new episodes. I believe episodes 38 through 44 are currently available. They are in the format that Fid renders the show out in. So if he renders it out mono, that they're in mono.
Hell yeah, they are.
But yeah, who wants to deal with that crap? Flat works and ships pack, just gone. And
It saves about 100 megabytes per episode to put it in mono, and so is it?
yeah, we're doing it for you. Besides, who wants stereophonic effects when they're wearing headphones and driving? I do.
Well, that way, because I know,
Keeps you awake.
sometimes our fans put their headphones on backwards because they're cool, and they want other people to know they're cool, so they put their headphones on backwards so other people see them with backwards headphones and go, aren't they cool? So we put the show in mono to not interfere with their viewing experience.
This is the
Wow.
other channel!
Wait, how can you tell that their headphones are backwards?
Wait, are we live?
No, we're all dead. We passed
Somebody
away
said
right when the
the-
show started. There was a horrible accident, and we all
Well, let's
perished.
do the show.
I'll
Let's do
double
some
check.
blind eyes or something.
All right, who's your blind eye piece?
You talking to me?
Well, I would never do that. I would never call you that. But Dr. Cosmac, do you have a blind eye?
I don't.
Fid Chuli,
Wow.
do you got one?
Well, I think,
I think he said he did.
yeah, I do. I've been having to look at handwriting for this new job, like scans of handwriting, and I gotta say, this week, I'm turning a blind eye towards whoever invented cursive script.
Oh,
Because,
fuck
Good
that
one.
shit. How are
Good
you
one.
supposed to
And-
read it?
And not only the people that invented cursive script, but the people nowadays who complain that it's not being taught in schools anymore. Well, how are they going to learn how to sign their name?
On a check.
You write a big
Exactly.
X. That's what I do.
That's their big gripe. The
Draw Batman.
country is going to crumble at its foundations because 3-year-olds don't know how to give themselves carpal tunnel syndrome from practicing the letter Z too many times. Okay? And so, yeah, by the way, who actually uses proper cursive script when they sign their name anyway? Everybody I know just kind of gets through the first 1.5 letters and then just,
Yeah, well,
Scribble.
it
You know?
started. It started when middle school. I used to sign my name out like with every letter, but now it's just sort of like this awful scribble because I don't write in cursive.
and it's never clearer. Oh, but you don't have to pick up your pen. Oh, okay. Well, only at the expense of it being completely illegible.
Yeah.
Okay?
Just,
So
just
are
all
you
pushed
gonna
together.
say-
Legibly
save
write
a little-
the word brown in cursive. I don't understand how that works.
No, here's the thing. If there's writers and there's readers, it's a reader's market. The writer doesn't get a break on having to pick their pen up so that the reader can't read it. They have got to they're there for the reader. The reader, it's a reader's market. That's what I'm saying. So cursive script does not serve anything there are zero advantages. It's a crock, and you know what? I think ISIS would have a fun time taking them out because it looks a lot like their handwriting, if you know what I mean. And I've seen Arabic; it looks a lot like that. So how am I supposed to know? I'm reading something cursive. It could be saying "Death to America," for all I know.
Probably does.
So yeah, ISIS, have at it. They're your competition. So you should, by the way, ISIS, you should have been on this one already, because they're kind of cutting into your game there. But, you know, just a reminder, because the enemy of my enemy is my friend, ISIS, have at it. Go fly a plane into cursive.
That was very good, Fid. That was very good.
Thank you, Peace.
Very good. Mine was better. Mine was much better. But
okay.
Yours was pretty good. Well, let's hear Argus Fox's. Thank you, Peas. My blind eyes, people. Oh man, I love this show. My blind eye is people that sell their plasma and then tell people that they donated plasma or donated blood. That's like the worst, like cringy moment, because I've even heard people go, well, I can make a few bucks if I go donate some blood.
Yeah.
And it's just that kind of moment of like, well, are you donating it if they're giving you money?
Well, some do it for the money, but, you know, I just do it for the cookies.
Yeah, how many oatmeal raisin cookies do you earn? Do you
how
many bags do you have to fill to get a cookie?
At least a couple dozen a week.
A couple dozen?
They're good cookies, man. It's totally worth it.
Yeah, but it's like you could probably just cut off a leg and give it to them and get like a stash for a year.
Well, yeah, but if I was gonna cut off a leg, I'd just like roast it and cook it and eat it myself, and then I wouldn't need the cookie.
I would think there are easier
know,
ways
cookies
to
are
get
pretty good.
cookies.
Yeah, but they're thinking efficiently here. We already have blood. And we're talking about a blood for cookie whore exchange.
Yeah, why should I spend my hard-earned cash on cookies when I could just, you know, give them blood? Like, it's not like I don't have more blood.
Yeah, I'm going to have to side with Cosmac on this one. There's a lot of benefits to donating your blood for money. First of all, I got all this blood. I'm not using it.
But you're not donating it for money. You're selling it. You're not donating it.
Well, I'm just in
it doesn't go to like a good cause or anything. It goes
if
to
I call it a
pharmaceutical
donation,
laboratories.
they don't. It's tax free. You know what I mean?
You don't need a 1099 to
deductible.
donate blood.
That's right. Thanks to Papa Trump. No more.
Making
no
my
more of that
arteries great again.
Obamacare bull BOWL shit.
Yeah, under the new healthcare plan, everyone's just going to get a bag of blood shipped to their house every month, and that should just cover everything.
It's free.
Well, if it's a bag
free
of blood, you know,
Friday.
it depends on how you throw it against the wall.
Free Blood Fridays,
Or send it
everybody.
to
As long as there's
Peas.
no bad blood.
Now,
But
don't
here's
you
the-
wish you could get piss for cookies? There's a great trade-off.
Why would I give away my
think you mean the
cookies
other
for
way around.
pee?
No, the other way.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's what Cosmac heard, too.
Cookies.
Sorry.
For piss.
Cookies
Yeah.
for piss.
Yeah, man.
Is it a band?
Is that a holiday fundraiser being run by Hypercube Labs? Cookies for piss.
Yes, I will pee and you send me cookies. We're starting this right now. We're starting the YouTube live stream. Every time that somebody gets me a cookie, I will pee.
Well, that's beautiful.
It's the
That's
future.
just the beginning.
That's crowdsourcing, man.
No, I think we need to send Dr. Fox jars of pee.
You live here too.
I didn't
You're
say I was
asking
gonna
for it.
touch
Send them to the P.O. box.
There you go.
The PPO box.
Pee box.
The P
Peas
spot.
just faxed me and said that he didn't like your blind eye.
Yep. Send your urine to 6428 Dobie Peak Drive, Las Vegas, Nevada.
Because I probably saved, some crackhead's life or something.
All right, we're back. Sorry
Are
about
we
that.
back?
It's
Prove it.
it's a weird thing tonight. What are you doing with your ears?
The music is cutting in and out.
Oh, the stream?
Yeah.
Well, fortunately, there's nothing I can really do about that right now. We just have to keep going as far as we can and do the show. It's a hard show without peas. Who am I going to stand?
Hard.
I don't have anybody to be
About
mean to.
80% hard.
You send him a teletype, and
Fid told us he was totally flaccid, so I mean it can't be that hard, right?
it's an easy show. It's a good show. It's a fun show. Come on, everybody. Well, my wife is here. I didn't
Help
introduce
the
her when we
show
came back
get
from
2
the
minutes.
from the break. Hello, Doctor. My wife is here.
Hi.
Aster Six, Argus 6, and
That's my married
well, did you
name.
have a blind eye? No. All right. Well, when you
No, I'm totally unprepared today.
well, she's here. She's the other voice that you hear showing up every couple of minutes.
Cosmac and Aster Six can be each other's blind eyes this week. How about that?
There you go. You guys can cancel each other out.
But
It's your
I don't want
Pokemon
ISIS
power.
to blow up your wife, dude. That's not cool.
You know what? It isn't really nice to call upon ISIS to kill people, so I'm gonna change my blind eye this week.
Wait, no, hang on. I thought we weren't. I thought this wasn't a call to action.
Well, I mean it is, but we don't say it is just to not get in trouble. But it
Right,
is
for legal reasons. But technically,
Yeah, but we just say
we
it's
are
not.
technically telling people to commit acts of violence, but not really.
Not at all.
Although, yeah,
No,
kind of,
we-
we kind
but
of are.
we're
but
just-
we're
gonna
We're
not.
just telling
respond to
people to
acts
fall
of
victim
violence.
to acts of violence. We're not telling
Right.
anybody to go hurt somebody, but we're telling other people to allow them to be hurt.
But it's not a nice thing to do, so I think I'm going to change my blind eye this week to something that nobody will care about if they get attacked by ISIS, and
No,
that's
no,
the show
no take back
Arliss.
these.
Yeah, it's already
No.
out
Save it for
there.
next week.
You've
I don't
said
know,
it.
unless the stream got cut off, they might not have missed it. So hopefully
Dude.
ISIS will have to wait till the podcast version.
If I instead call upon ISIS to attack the show Arliss, nobody will miss it, and nobody will even know, and that way, you know, I
Attack
can
what?
sleep at night. You know what I mean?
I don't know what you're talking about.
There you go. See, my conscience is clear. I don't have any donated blood on my hands anymore. Thank you. That was a callback to
That-
the
But there's
Dr.
I enjoyed
Fox.
that.
Plenty of
I
donated
appreciated
urine
it.
on
I
them,
was
though.
sitting here in appreciation. I'm just announcing that for the viewers at home that might not have been able to take that in, that was me feeling satisfied right there.
Well, we should also inform the viewers that that we're going to do viewer mail. We're going to read their mail after the next song break, I think. What do you think about that, Dr. Fox? Does that sound like a plan?
Well, what I was thinking is because we're having some issues with the stream, and because we came back late anyway and just played a little bit of a song, why don't we go ahead and try and finish out this hour? And we've got 3 players. We could play Is It a Band?
All right, well then, let's do viewer mail now. How about that?
All right, so we'll do Is It a Band after the
got
break, after the hour.
Oh well, I gotta restart, man, because otherwise I'm gonna start clipping. That actually worked really well last week. Remember?
This is the best show ever. The review show.
Dude, I told you I'm rough,
the
man.
technical maintenance show. Yeah, you're broken. The show's broken.
I'm dragging ass. Like there are sparks flying
I'm
out behind
drinking
me because I'm
whiskey.
dragging ass so hard.
Drinking whiskey and sipping Dr. Pepper.
And you know what? Now when we finally need Peas to apologize to everybody, he's not here to do it. But that'll give him something to apologize for next week. So that's good. He's basically setting himself up for content. He's thinking ahead, you know? He knows he's got this big apology segment to do, and by not showing up to the show this week,
It's an
You
act
know,
of defiance.
Doubled the number of apologies he has to make, right?
that's a pretty big apology that's in order for him, so
Well,
good for
that's
him.
easy on the schedule. We can just do 10 minutes of that.
Alright.
So you got a viewer mail right now?
Oh, yeah. Well, does everybody else have one? I don't want to be the only one. Then people might think I'm gay.
I don't think having a viewer mail is what's going to constitute that. I think the pictures
Okay.
we saw earlier did plenty.
Well,
Yeah.
well, I do have one right here, just handy. So yeah, why don't I read it? Because we're gonna do the Patreons at the top of the hour, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, then let's read something from a viewer. I actually haven't opened it yet, but because I want to keep it fresh.
That's Fid with his piece of paper there.
Oh, cool. It's written like a like with cutout magazine letters. It says, "Dear Mr. and Mrs. Warburton, if you want to see your daughter alive again, leave $1 million in small, unmarked, non-sequential bills at the corner of..." Oh, this isn't for us. What the... You have
Goddamn
48
post office.
hours to comply. This will be your only note. No, it's not even for us. Just throw that away.
You just committed a felony, right? You were opening other people's mail.
Yeah,
No,
that's wrong, Fid.
I don't know anybody named Mr. and Mrs. Warburton, nor do I know their daughter. So, yeah, I'll just throw that away.
All right. Well,
40.
you got any others in that stack there?
Yeah. This one says, "Dear my pals of it, if you are reading this, then I have faked my death and started a new life in a faraway land, which I will not mention. I'm tired of the way you guys treat me on this show, and I will have it no more. Sincerely, the Peas."
Oh no.
The Peas?
He said the Peas.
Warren,
He's-
UP?
Is he referring to himself in the third person?
Warren Alexander the Peas.
Is it like the third? Is it numerical value?
Well, I'm glad he mailed that to you. Could have sent it to the P.O. box. I went by that today.
Well, now we know where he is.
We
Idiot.
got you now. No more
All
show
right.
for you. This is mutiny. We're gonna have to kill Peas.
Again?
Again. Did we
Higher-
pull? We did. I don't know if it's ever really been pulled off because Peas is rather elusive. It's kind of hard to find Peas unless you have his Facebook page and you just follow his every movement that he posts on there. Usually from his home or from exactly where he's posting pictures of him at. So don't feel bad if you can't ever find Peas, because it's actually pretty easy if you want to.
He's in your heart.
Let him in.
There's a little peas in all of us.
Ew.
Sometimes in our pants.
Especially around this time of year.
Ugh. Now I need another shower. From the inside.
I think they call that an enema.
Spiritual enema. Holy Ghost enema.
Ooh.
I thought, wasn't that the that movie with the chick from Ghostbusters?
No, that's enema at the gates
Or was that Enemas?
with the Russian snipers.
Oh, and they fired him out? Man.
I heard they auctioned off one of the original anal tubes from that movie recently.
Yeah, is that the one that Banksy shredded? It was a big uproar.
Well, he was able to donate more blood than I was. And so there you go.
Well, Peas is always
Salem.
known for his giving nature, except to us, the show. Bottom of his totem pole, but he's not gonna stand for it anymore, because you know what, Peas, he's a full-grown man-sized thing, and he deserves respect, even if you have to buy a ticket. He's a nice boy.
I'm gonna make my way out there, and Peas and I are gonna throw down. If I don't die, before I get back to the future capital of the former Spanish Empire, because those that are keen on the show might notice that this is the third week in a row I've been doing the show from Tampax Bay, Florida, and I've yet to complete my trek back from whence I came, the future capital of former Spanish Empire, and I'm starting to think I might not make it back alive. I might make it back with my name on my toe, because this is the second 48-hour hangover I've had in the last week. So, but I do it for you, the viewers of it.
And send your missing appendages to P-Toe Box Hypercube 4304, Winter Park, Florida 32793.
Urine samples will not be returned.
Fid, you want to throw me another song before the next break and you get ready to do your restart?
Oh yeah, sure.
Go on, get back in there, boy. Can't expect me to do everything. I as long as your fingers are still able to just slightly twitch. I don't care how many brain cells it kills as you try to subdue the searing pain. Just send me another song.
Oh, believe me, my fingers are doing more than just slightly twitching, okay? I think I got the Delta Tangos.
What did you land on?
The street.
How fast were you going?
Not too fast.
But fast enough.
I effed up my knee a little bit, and I did a couple rolls, but yeah, and then I proceeded to completely expel the entire contents of my body right there into the street, and then I continued to unintentionally misgender the operator of the vehicle, because it was dark and I was that drunk. I was jump out of a car and puke drunk, and so they weren't very pleased about that. But yeah, it was. But hey, that was a hit at the party though.
Did you leave them an Uber rating?
Yeah, I gave him 5. You know.
Did you tip?
Out of 72, no, I did not tip. Because, look, they were trying to get me to puke in their car so they could charge me the extra money. I told him to stop. I said, stop, I gotta puke, stop. Nothing, right? So then I had to Tom Cruise right out of that sucker, and it was worth it because I saved about $80, you know?
Should have just puked in their car.
Well, that's why he rolled out of the cars, because it cost like $50 to $80 onto your Uber bill as a cleaning fee.
Oh, so he's holding you hostage.
Kneecaps. Well, first of all, she was, and you know, kneecaps heal, but credit scores don't. They get scarred for life. So yeah, I think I made the right move. But damn, am I paying for it?
That's why we put you in charge of the books, Fid.
Well, did you get that?
Genius. I did get your song, and so we'll be setting up another song, and we'll be coming back on the next hour here. It seems that we are live on freethinkradio.com. I'm Dr. Fox. That over there, huddling in your corner with the biggest, saddest puppy dog eyes you've seen, bleeding from the edges, is Fid Chuli. Dr. Cosmac and Aster Six are here. Stay tuned. When we get back, is it a band? Plus, will we say your name this week? Stay tuned. Show, a production of Hypercube Laboratory and conduction with FreeThinkRadio.com. You can follow us on Facebook at Facebook.com/Time for the Show. Stalk us on Twitter.com/Time for the Tweet. Send us weird things in the mail. P.O. Box 4304, Winter Park, Florida 32793. Call and leave us illicit voicemails at 321-765-3289. That's 321-765-FAUX, F-A-U-X. It's hard to spell when you say it over the radio. And, of course, you can get the show at timeforthewebsite.com, as well as iTunes and Google Play, and now YouTube as well at Hypercube TV. All of this and more, join us on the Discord and interact with us live and download your favorite memes at timeforthewebsite.com. We have, of course, as always, our weekly Patreon shoutouts, and that goes to Reverend Not a Doctor, or Doctor Not a Reverend, Chris from last week's show is now in at our $5 level, as well as Reverend Hazel of the Windmills at our $5 AstroTurf level. And at our potassium level, Reverend Caller 23, Apostasy X Fenord, and Reverend Couch Sloth, and Henry McFockface Jr. at our $10 Oxtail and Vodka tier, as well as our good friend, Doktor Cosmac. You're listening to Time for the Show, viewer supported and abused. We're coming back in. Da 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 da. I gotta pull the music. What do you guys want to hear? There we go. British orchestra music it is. Did I? Well, I'm back. It's time for the show. Are you there, Doktor Cosmac?
I'm here.
Great.
Are we on?
We are on. It's time for the show. We just came back from our Patreon plugs. It's the top of the hour. We're waiting for Fid Chuli to reset his system and join us.
Well, that's great. I'll just dip into this beer.
It's a drinking kind of show, ladies and gentlemen.
It sure is tonight.
It's I've had moments in my life where I've said, I think I'd like to have a drink. And today was just one of those opportunities, and now I get to do it live here on the show with you. So as the show progresses, I will become less and less capable of running said show. However, how capable was that before I started drinking, you say? And I say to that,
somewhat.
Cheers.
I'm the one that forgot to push record that one time. That was episode 13. That was me.
I don't remember that episode.
Was that you? It wasn't me?
You were out. It was me and Caller 23 at Hypercube, and I was at the helm. And it did go out live. It did stream, but it was not recorded. So there will never be a loster episode than S1E013.
Yes. Yeah. We're where are we at now? Because we're a few shows behind on the podcast, right? We don't have now we had a show a week or two ago. I think it was the week before last, and that's why because last week we did the reset with Fid, where the connection was really bad and the sound was really bad on that episode. And Fid and I were saying that we'll just attempt to salvage what we can out of that one, so that one won't be anywhere near 2 hours long.
And I forgot to restart too. Should I do that now, or should I just roll until the next break?
Let's see how it goes. While you're here, we got 3 contestants, and I think I'm gonna open the bourbon whiskey now. So there we go. Just snap that open there. And,
well, it's the top of the hour. What are we gonna do? We're gonna play the game.
I think we should play the game.
All right.
Oh, we're
We're gonna
playing the game
play. Is it a band? My favorite part of the show.
Mine too.
Because our friend Doktor Cosmac and our friend Dr. Scalpa, they come up with such good lists of made up, off the top of their head, theoretical band names, and they bring them to the Time for the Show table, and we take turns guessing if it is or is not a band, and it's a game, and Scalpot even tabulated the historical results of the game, and it turns out Dr. Fox and Peas, out of something like 20 games played, I think I only have 4, and they might have like.
They're currently tied for I think 238 points each.
But
What am I batting?
It's not. If you're doing
3.7.
over 300, you're all right, man. But you know, I only have 4 wins, and we've been playing this game since September, and I made up the game. So, you know, and I feel like
Well, you were
like
much
dog
better
shit.
at it when you were making up all the band names. I don't know if that's vicious or what. But...
Oh, hey, what are you saying, Cosmac?
Oh, I'm not meaning to imply anything.
Yeah, especially credit.
Well, but you made up the names this week, right, Cosmac?
I sure did.
All right,
And
let's
you've
play.
got,
Got
you've
'em
got
right
some
here on the list.
real humdingers, you and Dr. Scalpod.
So again, this week I believe we are continuing with the 1st to 3 rule. Is that correct?
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Okay, because I've got 6 names ready to go.
Well, without Peas here, we'll see how long it takes the 3 of us to go through.
All right.
So who won the last round? I think it was Peas, wasn't it?
It was Peas, yeah.
Well,
I'm sad to
since
say.
I'm runner-up by default, then I'll go first.
Okay. Well, without further ado, I guess I'll start the game. So you all remember 2000's great hit, "The Real Slim Shady."
Yeah.
So our first hypothetical band name is "The Real Slim Pickens." The Real Slim Pickens. Is it a band?
Slim Pickens. An actor.
Well, yeah, Slim Pickens. For those of you not familiar, the actor, famous for his cowboy roles and also in Doctor Strangelove. The Real Slim Pickens. Is it a band?
Man. Do we count like solo performers as a band? Like
Yeah,
just
I
one guy.
I think we've
Yeah.
been doing that. Yeah.
If they perform under that name, I mean, like
Microphone.
Moby would count as a band.
Or like 9 Inch Nails would count as a band, even though it's
Yeah.
just one guy.
All right.
Fenord says no.
Well, Fenord has like one of the best track records in the game, but I have to disagree with her on this one. I'm gonna say yes, it is a band.
All right, Fid Chuli, your answer, please. The Real Slim Pickens.
Now, I want to say no, but if the hypothetical band name was Mac Sabbath, and you know what I mean, I would say no. That's definitely not a band either. That might be like a song that somebody did, one song that was a McDonald's spoof on Black Sabbath.
See, yes.
But, and I feel the same way. I feel like the Real Slim Pickens might have been like a one-off thing, but there could be an entire band out there devoted to making fun of Eminem, which is what the Real Slim Pickens would be if it was a band. But I'm leaning like 60-40 to no. I'm gonna go no.
Fit on the no.
Fid says no. Aster Six.
Yeah,
there?
I'm gonna go with no. It's too.
You say no as well?
I'm all alone here, abandoned by my friends and family.
I just don't think many people would get it.
Well, that's a good.
Well,
good point.
there's MC Hawking, which is just a guy that does computer loops and Microsoft Sam voices.
But I feel like a lot of people know who Hawking is.
But even if they don't know who Slim Pickens is, it still sounds good. The Real Slim Pickens.
Yeah, when you say to somebody, the Real Slim, their next word that pops in their head is shady. So if you just replace the last word, they'll get it. They'll get the reference, you know?
All right.
So
well,
is it...
I
Fox
still
says
say
yes.
no.
And Aster and Fid say no, but I can reveal that the real Slim Pickens is, in fact, a guy on SoundCloud. So it is technically a band.
Yes!
Oh, he has
Yes!
a banjo. That's great.
Damn.
Banjo.
Fantastic. I
Good
win.
going, Dr. Fox.
Oh, we can stop the game here.
I quit the show.
No. We're playing first to 3, right?
At least.
Okay,
All
so
right.
the next two band names were invented by
Fart.
me and with the help of Reverend 80, our friend, and member of the Church of the Subgenius, and our friend.
And our
Hi,
friend.
80.
So the first of those two, Kraut Force, Krautforce, Krautforce, Krautforce.
Dag.
Dag. Man,
Well, Fox.
how was the FORCE?
Yes,
What, like one word?
it could be one.
Again, I'm gonna go with yes. I think that is a band. I bet you it's like a farcical Rammstein cover band, or maybe some crazy punk ska band. So I say yes. Guys. Guys, are you there? Oh my god, this show tonight. Hello, Dr. Cosmac, Fid Chuli, are you there? This is time for the show. We are attempting to bypass certain technical difficulties at the moment. I've got to restart a system. Unfortunately, it's really hard to talk into the mic and keep the show going.
Is it a band?
And there they are.
we
And there they
go.
are. Okay.
Yay.
Wonderful. So I said
You said yes.
I said yes.
You
Kraut
said it
Force.
was, no, you said it was a band, correct?
Yes,
Fox?
yes, yes.
Krautforce.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, Fid Chuli, your answer, please.
You know, I've seen those documentaries about the KKK, and they have like their own punk bands.
You
and
said
stuff.
you weren't gonna show my home movies to anyone. Oh,
I didn't show them to anybody. I just
never
said
mind.
I've seen
Sorry,
them.
sorry.
I just said
never
I've seen them.
Continue.
But yeah, you know when Louis Theroux goes down to talk to the Klan with his lily British ass, and
Jewish
and
ass.
they have concerts of, you know, with like racist bands. I think Krautforce could be one of those bands, and if so, that would qualify. So I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go. Not only as a band, it's a Klan band.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's where I was kind of leaning to.
A KKK
Yeah, that's what
Like a
sounds
band.
like.
hardcore
Alright.
band.
So both Fox and Fid think that Krautforce is a band. You, Aster Six, what is your opinion?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the
It's a good
ideology
name.
is.
If
but
it's
it's a
not
pretty good name.
If it's not a name, I think that's our next band.
It's a pretty good name. So yeah, I think it is.
Well, you're all wrong. It's not a band.
Oh, boo. So
course not.
So I'm still winning.
You're still winning by 1 whole point. Yes.
1 whole point ahead of all of you. All right. Next band.
Next band is sort of similar to the last one. Kraut Hole. Kraut Hole.
Man, because of the last round, now I'm like slightly more biased against it. Kraut hole.
See, the judge can play psychological games too.
When did you stop? Man. I'll just go with my gut again and say yes to Kraut hole. Stuff my Kraut hole with a vote for yes.
Okay.
Fid Chuli?
Since I don't have any leaning one way or the other, because once again, it's not a play on words, it's not a reference. I'm gonna play this one psychologically. I'm gonna say that Cosmac put the one of these is a band, either Kraut Hole or Kraut Force, and he put the one that wasn't a band first in the lineup and put the one that was a band after it because he's trying to, throw a change up on us. But I got my eye on the ball, and I'm going to say for that reason, and that reason only, that Kraut Hole is actually, clitorally, a band.
Okay, so Fox and Fid both in agreement think it's a band. Aster Six?
Go for the point.
Fuck it. Yeah, it's a band.
Kraut Hole. Kraut Hole. No, well, you're all fools. It's not a band. Of course it's not a band.
What?
You butt.
God damn. Even the is it a band sucks. We're terrible. I don't think we've gotten a combined 1 point out of 3 rounds ever.
No, Dr. Fox dad.
Dr. Fox scored
He's got
on the
one.
real Slim Pickens. He got that one.
Okay, so we have a combined 2 points out of 3 players out of
No,
3
you have
rounds.
you have only 1
1
point.
point.
It's Fox. Fox has 1 point.
Yeah, that's what I said. A combined 1 point out of all 3 of us. We only have 1 point.
Oh.
Well, no, it's not. It's not all of you. It's just Fox has the 1 point.
I know because we both have 0. So plus 0 plus 1 is 1. It's called combined. I'm just going to combine Fox with himself.
Right, but it's a competition, Fid. You're not playing as a team. You're playing against each other.
It's not us versus
You can still combine the scores of opposing teams. It's called addition.
All right, Fid. Well, moving right along to the next. Moving right along to the next. I'm sorry, guys.
I can hear myself yelling at you in your
drink.
Turn down your radio.
Sorry, I've got the backup on.
Okay, next hypothetical band, Sex Harmony.
Well, he's been playing, with these crazy games, but it's got sex in it. Sex Harmony. Ugh.
But it's kind of lame.
Yeah, I can only imagine.
But is it a band?
It's like a Cure type band. Sisters of Mercy cover band. Sex Harmony. It sounds like it would be a band. Because it sounds like a really bad band that's already out there. But it probably it's a band. It's got sex in the title. It's got to be a band.
You sure? Is that your final
That
answer?
is my finale answer.
All right, Fid Chuli, Sex Harmony. Is it a band?
If we were playing, is it a good band? I'd say no.
No, but that's not what we're playing. We're just playing. Is it a band? Classic.
Right. We're just we're playing the vanilla version of the game.
This isn't the expanded rules set.
It just has to be a band. It doesn't have to be a good band. And first of all, when the word sex is in there, it's already a 40% boost. And then harmony, it's too easy. It's a terrible, terrible band, but it's a band. But it's a terrible band.
So, Fid,
God
you also
damn,
say it's a band. Aster Six, care to dissent?
Yeah, no, it sounds like shit. That I don't want it to be a band. So no.
All right. Well, Fox and Fid, you both got it right. It is, in fact,
Yes.
a terrible band
Boo.
on SoundCloud, which I will post the link to.
Post
into
that. Yeah, I think
Discord.
we have our next song break.
Fucking SoundCloud band.
So are we taking a break, or are we going to go on to the next one? Fox, if you get the next point, you will win the round. So.
Ooh, well, yeah, let's go for another one.
All right. Okay, this one's a little bit of a puzzler. Expatriate, and I'll spell that out in the Discord. It's like X as in like an ex-wife or ex mechanic, and patriot as in a patriot. So it's expatriate, spelled like as you see here.
So not like a big X dash.
No, it's
like
it's
the
EX.
X-Cops.
Right.
But it's also not the verb.
Or like an ex-parrot.
Expatriate.
No, it's expatriate as in a patriot, the noun.
Okay, so it's like somebody that used to be Donald Trump.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll go with that.
X.
All right.
Yeah, sounds like another KKK punk band. Or maybe like some commie punk band. Either. Just, yeah, some sort of crazy political Nazis. I'm gonna say for that reason, yes, it is a band.
All right.
I would also vote for Sovereign Citizen.
Fid Julie?
Well, Dr. Fox going for 2 points this round. Bold move.
Afraid Sovereign Citizen is not on the roster today.
Ooh.
But it could be if we go into overtime.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, okay, so, it's no secret that the pro Is It a Band players always ask themselves 2 questions right off the bat. Is it a play on words and is it a reference? And I kind of feel like it's a play on words.
What about if I have to go pee? That's usually the first question I ask myself.
Well, your mic doesn't go all the way to the bathroom.
I know, but it's the question I ask. And I thought I was a pro player because I'm tied with peas.
Dr. Fox, show me how the astronauts pee. Show me how the astronauts pee. How do the astronauts pee, Dr. Fox? Go,
Are you
show
talking
me.
to Dr. Fox like he's like a puppy or something? That's a bit weird, dude.
Yeah, but I
Show me.
respond.
He's
So
doing
it's effective.
it. So, the point is, there is a word, expatriate. Like, I think it's when they return, like, remains of soldiers back to their...
No, it's like when somebody marries another person in a country that's not the U.S. and they leave
Oh!
the U.S.
It's when they defect. Yeah,
well, not
that's right.
defection, but they
I thought
leave.
repatriating.
It's like
yeah.
Pope Black. He's an expatriate, but that is not the hypothetical band name we are looking for.
Yeah.
The hypothetical band name is EX-Patriot, as in one who loves their
Damn
country.
it. Well, what did Dr. Fox say? He
I
said
said
yes. All right, well then, I can't let him get the point, but I also gotta catch up to him. I'm gonna, yes.
A lot of agreement going on tonight. All right, Aster Six.
I feel like all of our
Expatriate.
sensors are thrown off, so it's difficult to decide which way it is. I think it could be, so yes.
Fnord says they had a show in Lithuania once, but got thrown out for pissing on stage. But I know that that's a lie because, in fact,
There are no
Expatriate-
cookies to throw to them.
Expatriate is not a band.
Damn it, that was
Dang.
my chance.
It really isn't. I
re-
couldn't find it anywhere.
Wow.
That was my chance.
Good marketing
Fin-
opportunity for somebody right there.
Fnord, though,
absolutely.
she claims to know it's a band, but I don't know. Until we get presented with some evidence, we're gonna have to go with Dr. Cosmac. The ruling on the field stands until otherwise
I
presented.
looked for it. I looked all around. I
Picture
could
it
not
didn't
find a
happen.
band called Expatriate. There were plenty of tracks called
Right.
Expatriate, but there were no bands.
All right.
All right. Up next, the Mysterons. And I'll spell that out for you. The Mysterons. Mysterons. The Mysterons.
The Mysterons. It's not Mysterons.
No, it's the Mysterons.
Well, that's just fucking stupid.
Yeah, Scalpod's getting salty. He says he had better band names.
All right. Well, Scalpod.
Well, he can go next week.
Yeah,
And then
come
we'll
on
find
next
out.
week and do it.
Time for that salt. Well, the Mysterons. I don't know. I've learned how hard it is to make a web presence when you spell your name with funky things and things like that. That doesn't mean that people haven't decided to go with that, but I'm gonna say no, not a band.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fox says not a band. Fid Chuli.
If it was the Mysterions, maybe, but I could see how some dumb, stupid idiot might have gone for. But I just have to go against Dr. Fox at this point. So Dr. Fox's
You mean
answer
starting
times
now.
Dr. Fox said it was not a band.
All right, we'll multiply that by -1 and put me down for 2 of those.
So you say it is a band? Twice?
Yeah. I say it's a band twice because I need 2 points to get ahead of him. So I'm saying
Well,
yes,
in that
yes.
I actually didn't do the research, but in that case, in order for it to be correct, it would have to be 2 different bands. Are you sure you want to put in your answer that way?
I gotta go for the gold, man. I'm hungry for that W. I want to bring the W home.
Well, if you're sure. So Fid says it's a band.
I want to
Six.
bring the Is It a Band Cup back to Tampax Bay, away from the future capital of the former Spanish Empire.
And we applaud your efforts. Aster Six, is it a band? The Mysterons.
I keep thinking of a band full of Mr. Rogers. No, I think it is though. It's probably a band.
Okay. Well. So could I just get your answers again one more time? I had some trouble with my notation.
Well, what did Fid say?
Fid said it was not a band.
I said it was.
No.
You said it was a band?
Yeah, I had the
Dr. Fox
opposite
said
of
it
him.
was. Dr. Fox said it wasn't. All right, fine. I'm fine with that as long as we go against each other.
So who says what again?
I said
Either way,
yes.
just put him down for the opposite of me. Pick for one of us and put the other one down for the
Fid
opposite.
said W, yes. And
Oh yeah,
We're
Fox
Dr.
said no.
said
Fid said
no.
yes twice, and Aster Six said also yes.
See,
We're gonna
Fid,
flip-
your
flip
two
a hyper
yeses
coin.
threw the showdown. You broke the scorekeeper.
Well, I don't know if I can count both of those yeses, but yeah, the Mysterons is actually a band, and I
knew
can
it.
explain.
I knew it.
I can
Yes.
explain the name the Mysterons actually comes from a Super Marionation TV show called Captain Scarlet. If anybody's familiar
makes
with that
total
wonderful
sense.
Jerry Anderson show.
Yeah,
Such
I
a
watched
bad
it every
name.
day.
Which means that Fox has 2 points and Fid and Aster are both tied for 1 point, and I'm down to my last Is It a Band?
Well,
Ooh, it's still anybody's game.
Yes. So, the final Is It a Band? Sovereign Citizen, which Dr. Fox just came up with a minute ago. Sovereign Citizen, is it a band?
yes. Yes, it is.
Well, it's got to be a band, but I have to say no because it's the last one, and I have to bet against Fox.
Self-imposed rules.
And go into double overtime.
Well, I mean, we don't have any left, so basically we're playing for a tie now between you and I.
I can
and,
win or we can tie. All right.
So no, and Aster, you pretty much have to say no too.
No, I don't.
Well, I mean,
I'm gonna
Wait,
lose
Fox
anyway, so I'm gonna say whatever the fuck I want.
okay.
Fox says it's a band, Fid and Aster say no.
She didn't.
No, I
She
think it
didn't bet yet.
is.
Oh,
I
you
think
just wait. He heard you say fuck no.
No, I'm disagreeing with Fid. I don't. I
Uh-huh.
do think it is a band because we
Well,
know
I
some
think it's a
people
band too.
that
That's the
would
point.
totally love that name.
See, he's playing though. He's
Yeah,
going
I
for the
think
point.
it's a band, but I'm
But I'm
trying to
already
win the
behind.
game. That's the.
Would
So what do you
each
think? Is it or
kindly
is it not a
state
band?
clearly-
I think it is a band.
Okay, she says yes.
Would you each kindly state clearly, please, what your decision is? Fox, you say it is a band.
Yes.
Fid says it is not a band. Is that correct?
Correct.
Yeah,
And Aster also says it is not a band.
No, I
Is that
say
right?
it is a band.
Oh, okay. So in
No.
that case,
I'm gonna
Sorry?
say it might be a band.
no,
Can I
that's
say
not
it
a
might
valid
be?
answer. You have to say it's either a band or not.
I know I'm going maybe on this one.
Now you've got to give me a 1 or a 0. There's no indeterminacy.
All right, I'm going against Fox.
Well, that was a mistake because Fox just won.
Yay!
Sovereign Citizen is in fact a band, meaning that this game ends with Fox with 3 points and Fid and Aster both tied with 2 points each.
Wow, super low
Congratulations.
scoring game. That's crazy.
For fun.
Combined 5 points out of 7 rounds? Or out of 6 rounds?
No, Fox had 3 points, you had 2 points, and Aster 6 had 2 points.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't
so
add up to 5, Fid.
6 out of 6. Okay, well, excuse
that's-
me. I don't
it's
have 6
actually-
fingers on my hand, Cosmac, so I can't count that high.
It's actually 7.
All right, again, I only have 5 fingers on my hand. And the other hand is busy right now. Okay?
Okay.
So
well,
I accept your apology.
congratulations, you tied for second place, Fid.
Ugh.
Well, did you have a tiebreaker? Because you threw mine in. Did you have one more?
I did not,
Oh, okay. Never mind.
unfortunately. But I could make one up right now and look it up. The tiebreaker, just for Fid and Aster, since you demanded it, Dr. Fox,
Just ask
is beak shear. Beak shear. And I just made it up. It means nothing to me. I don't know if it's a band or not.
Oh, I know why you made that one up. Because last week on the show, I threatened to stab Reverend Pease to death with a live seagull. And you told me that it was best to grab it with my hand firmly behind the back of the skull to eliminate beak shear.
Yeah, so is it
And
a
you
band?
know what? You were right, and that's why Pease isn't here this week.
Well, I'm glad that I could help, but is it a band?
Ran away to Mexico.
No.
Okay.
No, it's not.
And,
not a band.
and you, Aster Six, do you say it is a band or not?
Well, obviously, I have to go opposite Fid. So, yeah, it is a band.
Okay, well, I'm discovering whether it is or is not a band right now. I'm gonna say it's not a band. I cannot find it anywhere, which means that who won again?
I won. And we'll be right back after this song break that allows Dr. Fid Uncle Chuli to reset because his connection is dropping out a little bit. We'll be back with the last quarter of Time for the Show. You're listening to Time for the Show. Join us in the Discord, timeforthewebsite.com. Hit subscribe now. We'll be right back.
Yay!
That's what I'm talking about. That was the Mr. Rons. That was the band that almost wasn't. Thanks again to Doktor Cosmac for hosting that wonderful game. And I was checking that chat. Some people were saying that we weren't really saving any time, but we had nothing but time.
Since when is this show about saving time? I thought it was about killing time.
As much of it as possible. And, tonight's been a bumpy night. But I was just looking over the statistics so far. And, we've only, unfortunately, due to a mishap with the website, because, we're all learning how to do this as we go. We have the statistics since June. So since June of this year, we have made 2,700 unique downloads of our episodes of Time for the Show. And, our average downloads per episode are right at about 57, and we don't really push the show very much. We've been trying to figure out how this works, but as you definitely heard over the past few weeks, it's completely different than it was, because we played the first show that Fid and I ever did back over Thanksgiving, and it was barely anything at all. But that was a year ago, and now we're here. And we're coming up to our 50th episode for this season, which it sounds like is probably going to end up being next year, because we got to take a break off here and there.
No, it's going to be the New Year's Eve special, right?
Yeah, we're going to have to go live. We're going to have to
all the way up to midnight.
Stream, yeah, all the way out, and then we just then we all
I'll be there.
Bash our heads in. Yeah, make sure that are you coming down for the big Hypercube New Year's?
I certainly am.
All right, well, Doktor Cosmac's on his way, and you can be too. You can come cram in to what is a modular system that is much smaller on the inside than it looks on the outside, because that's the Dr. Fox way. And we'll have a good time. We'll get your buns on down here, and we're looking forward to it.
And meet the Hypercube bun.
Yeah, there's a bun. There's a lab rabbit here. And you can tell she's perfect for Hypercube because of those ears. Just perfectly tuned to the cube's sub-ether network. And I hear some rustling. Is that my boy Fid Chuli back in action?
What up, my Negrone?
My blood pressure, Fid. My blood pressure.
And his alcohol content.
Yeah, I've been sipping bourbon and moonshine tonight, and I have to say the moonshine is winning. It's actually really good.
Let me smell it.
Yeah, here you go.
Is it a drank?
It is some drink, and to wash it down, I have some Dr. Publix here in my Arby's cup.
It's nice.
I recycled my Arby's cup. This show
Very
brought to you by
clean
Arby's.
moonshine.
It's kind of like food. Thanks, Arby's. They're good people.
And thanks to all the dorks that showed up in the Discord week after week, and
Yeah,
get
Hazel
it
and
on.
Fnord and Scalpod and Dr. Ellis is there.
Right now they're having an argument.
They're always
over the
arguing.
final score. Of
Well,
the
I
game.
liked it because I looked over the chat and all I saw was just Fox won, Fox won, Fox won, and I was like, that makes me feel better. So this show has made me feel better tonight. I don't know about any of you guys, especially on the viewers' end, but it sure is fun torturing ourselves week after week. But do us a favor, won't you? If you are listening to this show and you've remotely enjoyed any part of it, then please subscribe to us and tell a friend. It's surprising how many people I've met who said, yeah, somebody told, they played your show, we listened to a bit of it, it was good, I jumped on that subscription.
Well, Dr. Fox, I think they've all remotely enjoyed it, seeing as how it's a radio show.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
They're not actually in the studio with
It's
you.
by a radius. The closer you are to me, the more enjoyable the show is. And we got viewers all over the world. We let's just check those stats again. Now, I imagine some of these are people logging in through VPNs. But the majority of our listeners are in the United States and Canada and the United Kingdom. But we do have a good chunk of people in Europe that
What's a
seem
VPN?
to
Is that a
enjoy
very
it.
pudgy network?
Yeah, it what it does is it injects cholesterol into your packets and makes them chubbier. And they do travel slower, but that layer of fat actually hides the data inside. So it just looks like just another block of illegally downloaded pornography, and not what it really is, which is, well, I don't know. What else do you download on the
legally downloaded pornography?
Tech Corner with Dr. Fox.
.com. Well, Pease never made it. And because Pease was working on a system and he was telling me that it was a system designed to make life easier, and it wasn't working, and he installed it. So Pease isn't here tonight because he's working, but that he's a good boy for working. It's so he can afford that home on Dobie Peak Drive.
But think
6428.
about the burden that he is foisting upon those who are viewing the show right now, because normally at the end of every show, P spends a good 5-10 minutes apologizing for the entire show to the viewers. But because since he isn't here to do that this week, the viewers are going to have to they're just going to have to swallow that big dry pill that is this show.
Because I'm not apologizing. I had a good time. Or
No,
at least
I'm not.
I've disguised it enough in my brain that
I'm not
convinced
licensed
it
to
was.
apologize on the radio, so can't help it.
It took about 4 years off my life to get my ass in gear to show up tonight, so I've already done my part. Oh, guys, did I do rough? Did I do okay? I feel so fucking rough. Did I do alright? Tell me I did alright. Tell me everything's gonna be okay.
You did all right, Fid. It's all gonna be all right.
We could hear you.
Yeah, for a guy suffering road rash and puke abuse, sounds like you're doing okay.
So, Peas, are you ready to do the apologies?
Yeah, come on, Peas.
All right.
But it's so early. We still got show to fill. I know you're dying here, Fid. I know you just want to climb back into your ambulance, but we got another 20 minutes of the show.
What do we got? What do we got? Messiah or Pariah?
Yeah, we can play that if we have a subject. I was trying to think of one earlier today, but I wasn't able to get one to match.
How about Pee Wee Herman? Can we do Pee Wee Herman?
Well, I think
Pee-wee
we have
Herman,
to
Messiah or Pariah.
Messiah or Pariah. Well, do you want to? Now, last week I kind of elaborated on Chuck E. Cheese. Would you like to elaborate a bit on Pee Wee Herman?
Well, I think he's a messiah. I love him.
Why?
He has a really cute outfit.
Oh, so when you say you love him,
true.
you mean?
Yeah. That's
like
exactly.
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
That's it. That there's like the way to
That's all I
Cosmac's
got.
heart is through a checkered gray suit with a bow tie.
Well, no, just really,
Checkered.
just really good-looking, spiffy outfits, you know.
He's a very
It's
spiffy
like-
dresser.
It's very
He puts time and
finely
effort
checkered,
into
but
it.
it's checkered. Super. It's
Like
pinstripe
Dean
checkered.
Stockton on Star Trek, right?
Yeah, like on Star Trek.
No. I meant Quantum Leap.
I'm
Wait,
retarded.
Who on Quantum Leap had a checkered coat?
Well, no, I just saying,
Everybody.
like,
that
Dude
was
in the
that
booth.
was what they wore in the future. Was checkered coats.
Yeah, his buddy there that was checking
Yeah,
in
his
on the
friend the
history
hologram
forum.
had some pretty
He
good,
wore some,
pretty
had
good
some
outfits.
outfits.
All right. So you're going with with
Pee Wee
Messiah.
Herman is a fashion messiah. Yes.
Okay.
All right. Well, we're 2 minutes in. Fid, you want to go?
Oh, is it my turn?
It can be. I don't know. Pee Wee Herman, didn't he rape and murder a girl?
Well, look.
What?
If
What?
Yeah.
it's Messiah.
Pee Wee Herman didn't murder anybody.
Yes,
thing I
yes.
heard
he just
about
raped
him.
him.
No,
Or-
the only thing I heard
well-
about him is they caught him whacking off in a nudie theater.
Yeah, he was like
Which is
jerking off
normal.
in a porn.
In Florida. Pee Wee Herman in Florida already
I feel
sounds
that
like
was
a.
such a setup. I mean, who
Okay.
doesn't whack off in a nudie theater? That's the point.
mean, that's
But
Yeah.
that's why Cosmac has never been wronger in his life. Because he said Pee Wee Herman, Messiah. I say Pee Wee Herman, Pariah. Because he got caught jacking off, and then everybody got to unload their jack off shame onto him. Because he's a public figure that got
Well,
caught.
doesn't that make him even more messianic? He's sort of like a
Yeah,
Christ-like
he
figure,
whacked
you know?
off for our sins.
Isn't that the definition of pariah? He's a
Pee Wee Herman, who taketh away the damp tissues of the world.
He never thought that after becoming a TV star, known for being a man-child, and the poster child for autism in the year 2005, that the
Don't do
dating
crack.
scene would be hard.
Yeah, Reverend Couchsloth is in the chat saying that it's a catch-22, and I think he might be right. Like, this is really like a choke the chicken and the egg situation here, you know? Like, he's kind of a messiah for being a pariah. And he's kind of a pariah because of his messianic status.
He did take that abuse, you know. I mean, he was just doing something that we all do, and he got caught. And he was a celebrity of a children's show, which had already finished taping. By that time, it was in syndication, and networks were already phasing it out. So it didn't even cancel the show. The show was done, and he was in a porno theater. And the police came in on a raid. And it could have, you know, they would go through looking for perverts to arrest. And they caught Pee Wee fucking Herman. Which they wouldn't have recognized him at first. Because he looked totally different if you ever looked at his arrest his mugshot. I'll throw
Right,
that.
without the suit and the makeup and all that.
He looked like a normal guy. He didn't look
That's
like
the
a
worst
guy.
I wouldn't say that.
If they would have recognized him, they probably would have let him finish. You know, give him that like celebrity courtesy. Yeah. So that's the worst part. He got the bad end of both sides of that double-ended dildo. You know.
Oh man, I looked it up.
Is
on
there
the
really a
computer.
bad end on a double-ended dildo?
Yeah, the middle.
Bending
That's
The
where
middle-
everything. That's where everything gets pushed to. Is the middle?
Yes.
And it just builds a
Well-
ring up around it.
Well, plus, if you think taking either end of it up
That
the
little
can was
Santorum
bad,
ring.
wait till they try to put it in sideways, you know? That's when you realize the middle is the bad end of the double-ended black dildo of
Well,
justice.
unless you're into it.
Challenge.
Unless you're into it, yeah. I think Reverend 80 might have words to say about that. I'm not going to go any further with that.
He did play
Now,
the
wait-
residents on his show.
It's true.
Bob on the
Who,
show.
Reverend A?
Yeah, and Bob's on the show. Illegally.
Every episode.
Well, every episode of that season, of like one season.
So,
think-
Messiah or Pariah, guys, we got to come to a consensus on this.
What did you say, Fid?
Well, actually, Couch Sloth was in the Discord, and he said that it's a catch-22, and I kind of feel like that might be right, because like I said, he's a Messiah because of his pariahness, and he's a pariah because of his messiahness, and I, you know, in all of Time for the Show history that we've been playing Messiah or Pariah, I don't think it's ever happened where they were both. They were
A Time for the Show first.
Yeah, another one. And I think that also, that Is It a Band might have been the lowest scoring game that we've ever played. So maybe a couple of firsts here. And it might be the first show in a long time that I've only consumed 2 beers. But those were medicinal. So maybe they don't even count either. So there's like, we're just shattering records all over the place tonight.
Oh, there goes another one.
Damn.
Pick those
Just-
records up.
I will not.
Young man, clean your room.
Well, what did
Alright.
what did you say, Aster Six?
No, I said he was a messiah.
Microphone.
He got. They can hear me just fine. It's right there. Thank you. No, but I don't. I think he got unfair. Yeah, try that again. He got treated unfairly for something that everybody does. He got
Well,
caught.
not
That's all.
everyone goes to
But doesn't
theater, right? Like,
and
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah, I
that
agree.
make him a pariah though?
Yeah, he
I-
did
see,
go
I don't
out.
know.
He did
This is
go out
tough.
to whack off. He couldn't wait till he got home.
right.
You know, he decided to go for it there. Ah, man.
And he probably pulled one off on the way over there just so he could last longer in the theater.
And for that, I will agree he is a messiah.
That does make him a messiah. You're right.
Yeah,
Okay, everybody,
Chef.
we did it.
I think
we
it's
did
unanimous.
it. Nice. No, that took a little bit of work, but we finally got to the bottom of it. Yeah.
Hazel
Well
of the
done, everybody.
Windmills says, I'm saying Messiah. He was arrested right before his second coming, but he'll come again.
Damn.
That's
Well
the
done.
comedy hijinks in that Discord. You
Well
need to
done,
get there.
Hazel.
Timeforthewebsite.com.
Yeah,
Who's
there
your
it
blind
is.
eye
Click that
piece?
Discord
I mean, who's your pariah or messiah piece?
Mine.
Yeah, Peas. Messiah or Pariah? Peas would say no because his name is Pee-wee, and that detracts from people thinking about him because they'll think
I thought
about
we were done with
Pee-wee. And or Peas, is Peas a Messiah or Pariah?
Well, no, I was just saying we should ask Pease what his messiah or pariah is.
Yeah, but he
Well-
quit the show. Didn't you hear the facts earlier?
I've heard him talking this whole time. I don't know what. Are you
Yeah, I'm
guys-
right here, dude.
Oh, okay, Messiah or Pariah.
Well, let's do me, except for the fact that I don't know. That's obviously pariah, isn't it?
How so?
Peas?
Reverend Peas isn't. Well, I don't know. We had an entire festival where the slogan was F word peas.
It's true.
That
So-
was the chant.
And that was, that's, you can't just, that's never happened to anybody else before but him. So I think that narrows it down pretty tightly that he's obviously a pariah. And actually, he's really good at it. So,
He's very professional.
yeah, so it's not even worth playing Messiah or Pariah over peas. I think, that's low-hanging plant ovaries. See, that was a callback all the way to the first hour.
Yeah, so
You know?
you have been making. That's what happens when you don't drink, Fid. You can make callbacks.
Dude, you don't even know how infirmed I am right now. Like, I'm waiting. There's 5 minutes left in the show, and it couldn't get here soon enough because I can't wait to have a seizure on the floor.
We'll
I
make sure
just
you
can't wait.
Snapchat it.
Oh,
Stick a wallet in your mouth.
Yeah, send us a selfie.
God, I'm rough.
Maybe
hey,
you're
but I
just
did
pregnant.
it. Could be. Could be.
Izzy!
That's a callback to a whole other show. And you just
Oh.
got here.
I know.
Running jokes
You
are the
just-
best, but ours barely jog.
They're kind of like running sores.
Ew.
Yeah, here, pick up some of this punchline on the floor with this napkin.
It's all over everything.
Don't worry, baby. These are benign. Oh, yeah. So benign. Oh.
But I
Can't do it.
I couldn't even
Can't
get
do
I
it.
couldn't even get to my next joke. Yeah. It just makes me think of, hey man, is that a third nipple or are you just happy to see me?
We'll milk it and find out.
Well, you want a story on the way out then?
What happened?
Tell us a story, Uncle Fox.
Well, a doctor I used to hang out with, his dad was a venereal disease
Was he?
clinic. He was embodied. He was I forget what he was a VD specialist, and when he was in the army, he spent time overseas, and he would get these crazy fucking stories from soldiers who would go and have sex with prostitutes and then come back and have complaints. But he said that this guy, he was just throwing up. He couldn't stop throwing up. And he goes, well, what's been going on? He says, well, I met this girl, and I just really wanted just to bite on her fucking tits and go down hard. And we go back to her place, and we turn the lights off, and we climb, into the bed, and I'm chewing, and all of a sudden there's something in my mouth. I'm like chewing on a nipple, and then it's just, there's something in my mouth that tastes so foul, and she just starts laughing hysterically. And I turn on the lights, and I wasn't biting on her nipple, but a cyst on her breast.
Oh.
And that, friends, is why I
Well-
don't like almonds.
But they say that breast cyst is the most important meal of the day.
Your cereal doesn't go soggy in it as quickly.
It gives you something to get up and go to school with.
A little extra protein.
And,
Well-
I grossed myself out.
I have a VD is for everybody commercial from Doktor Cosmac, which I think we'll use to play out.
We'll play that out. Let's apologize. I'm
apologize.
I apologize
sorry
for nothing.
that I just bitched and moaned this entire show about my infirmed state, and
You held it
I'm
together.
sorry that Dr. Fox won the game. I know it's never fun when the guy on top. It's always more fun when the underdog wins. and that would have been me, because apparently I only have 4 wins over the last 4 months. But you know, I'm good for 1 a week, and usually those turn out to be better shows. I think when I'm like on my game more, then those would be the shows where I tend to win. But I'm sorry that I absolutely poisoned myself all the way past death tonight, and had to appear in. What am I doing? Why am I apologizing?
Yeah, why are you apologizing?
Because it just doesn't seem the same, you know?
No, but next time, but think of it, next time Pizza's going to have to apologize for twice as long, which means that's that much less show that you and Doc Fox
and he can apologize for your apologies, which just weren't up to par, personally.
You know, that's a good point. Guess what, everybody? You take this big dry pill and you shove it down your throat, and you don't even get any water. You get like, you take the thimble from the Monopoly game, you get that much water, and you have to just have to swallow this show down, and that's on you this week. And you know what? You kind of had it coming, viewers. That's what you get for listening.
.com.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, well, we're gonna play Cosmac's request on the way out, and man, you guys all made me feel better because you support the show, and I support your supporting of the show by appreciating it.
That's freedom. That's America right there.
It is. And so you guys who support the show, everything that was good about this episode was all because of you, and everything that was bad of it was all because of me, and I'm okay with that deal because it's fun every week.
Come on, Fid, don't get
All right, take us out. Let's get us out of here. I gotta take my ass to the hospital.
You've been listening to Time for the Show, a prediction of HypercubeLaboratory.com. You can subscribe to the show on Google Play and iTunes, and tune in at timeforthewebsite.com. Please give generously for your weekly shoutouts and more at patreon.com/hypercube. Join us in our live Discord chats and around-the-clock madness at timeforthewebsite.com. Click the Discord button. And don't forget, shows are now available on YouTube at youtube.com/hypercubetv. I'm Dr. Fox. That's Fid Chuli. Thanks again to Doktor Cosmac and Aster Six for making it into the show tonight. Thank you for listening. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
When it seemed like a good idea at the time.
Is for everybody, not just for the few. Anyone can share VD with someone nice as you. VD is for everybody, darling, have no doubt that anyone can get VD. That's what it's all about.
If you're curious or confused, get information or a pamphlet at most pharmacies or a health clinic. If you need help, see a doctor.